Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a chart that instead of a legend uses colors in the title and colors single words in it. So what we need to understand first is how this regular plot is created, and then we can exchange the legend for colored words. So let me just walk you through the code for that very quickly so that you understand what's going on. Here I'm using the data from the Parma Penguins dataset, and I've filtered out the missing data. Because I've used this dataset like a bazillion times, I know that when you filter out the data entries that have a missing entry in the sex column, then all missing values are gone. Then I have created a named vector that contains a couple of hex color codes from the Okabe Ito color palette and names for the different species. And then I've just sent the penguins dataset to ggplot and a gm point layer, which will already give us a basic scatter plot. Then I have applied a theme minimal and used our colors from our colors vector to change the colors. Next, I've set a couple of labels using the labs function. Right now, there is a legend and labels are not colored in any way. We will change this later on. For now, let us apply a couple of theme changes. First, we're going to change text properties and move the plot title. Second, we're also going to change the text properties of the plot title and the axis text, as well as the properties of the subtitle. Finally, we're also adding a couple of changes to the panel and remove a couple of grid lines. And with that, we have a nice scatter plot. And this reminds me, if you like this content, then support me by hitting the like button. Don't be shy, just move that little cursor to the like button and click it. You can do it, I trust you. Anyway, let's get some colors into our title. The first thing we want to do is to replace the element text of the subtitle by element markdown from the ggtext package. This doesn't change the plot at all, but it enables markdown inside of the subtitle. This means that we can use markdown notation to, for instance, create bold text with these two asterisks, and once you re-render this, the words become bold. Now, since Markdown is also HTML, we can use HTML span tags and wrap the word that we want to color into these kind of span tags. And then we set the color style to a specific color like blue. Notice that this has changed the word Adelie to blue. And now if we go into our colors vector, we could just take the hex color code from there and replace blue by this hex code, which will give us the right color. Now, if I were to wrap all of these words into span tags, then it would get very messy. So what I like to do is to take this text here and put it into a variable which I call subtitle. Then I can refer to this variable inside of my labs function. And now I can think about how to put all of this into a nice readable way. What I like to do is to use the glue function and split our text into different parts like so. This way we can put all of the text into multiple lines so that our code is legible. Now at this point all species have the same color. Let's fix that by instructing the glue function to put the correct color into the span text by using curly brackets and our colors vector from before. And since we named the components of the colors vector, we can just access the correct color via the species name. And then we do the exact same thing with the other species. So put in the same stuff in there and then use the corresponding species name. Hooray! We have successfully put the correct colors into the subtitle. In our last step, we can now remove the legend by setting legend position to none. So that's how you use colors instead of a big legend. I hope that you've enjoyed this quick video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.